This is Billy. He's become interested in politics and is curious about things like Marxian philosophy, the battle of communism versus fascism, and capitalist megalomania. Don't know what that means? Neither do I. But the bottom line is he wants to rule the world, don't you, Billy? Well, let me show you how. First, spread propaganda to give your opponents a bad reputation. Spread rumors to attack their character. Try it, Billy. Say, Johnny McNormal guy, I think that President Nixon's decisions are bad, and that he participates in various conspiracies. Really? Well, if you say so, then it must be true. Nice going, Billy. Second, use money to buy power. It doesn't matter where you get the money, you can embezzle it, or you can get it through insider trading. Bribe your superiors into giving you positions of power. Sure, it's illegal, but is committing a felony really a crime? Once you've taken over the world, you can enjoy and exploit the people in your empire as much as you want. And that's how you take over the world. Enjoy it, at least until the world rebels against your tyrannical reign.
The following documentary may be entirely fictional. If you are offended by poorly written... Oh, hey, come on, I wasn't finished reading that, come on.
Albert Einstein, a man of genius, a man of mystery, a man who has nothing to do with this movie.
Hello, I'm Ed Buckley, documentary filmmaker, journalist, and that's pretty much it. I recently discovered an old movie, an instructional film from the 1950s, on how to take over the world. If you look closely, you'll see someone who ended up taking over the world himself, being the only person who ever watched the movie. Roll the clip.
This is Billy. He's become interested in politics and is curious about things like Marxian philosophy, the battle of communism versus fascism, and capitalist megalomania. Don't know what that means? Neither do I. But the bottom line is he wants to rule the world, don't you, Billy? Well, let me show you how. First, spread propaganda to give your opponents a bad reputation. Spread rumors to attack their character. Try it, Billy. Say, Johnny McNormal guy, I think that President Nixon's decisions are bad, and that he participates in various conspiracies. Really? Well, if you say so, then it must be true. Nice going, Billy. Second, use money to buy power. It doesn't matter where you get the money, you can embezzle it, or you can get it through insider trading. Bribe your superiors into giving you positions of power. Sure, it's illegal, but is committing a felony really a crime? Once you've taken over the world, you can enjoy and exploit the people in your empire as much as you want. And that's how you take over the world. Enjoy it, at least until the world rebels against your tyrannical reign.
After seeing such strange historical footage, most people have questions like,
who cares?
And,
why are you following me?
And most importantly,
where are my glasses?
But one question haunts us all. Who is this Billy? Professor Obvious is a professor of political philosophy. He has spent years studying this Billy and has come to the following conclusion.
It's interesting that I'm called Professor Obvious because of my tendency to state the obvious.
Yes, but do you know anything about Billy?
Oh yes, that was William Chapman. He was a fairly important politician. In fact, he took over the entire world, if I remember correctly.
If you haven't heard of William Chapman, you've probably been on Mars for the past 20 years. With your eyes shut and your fingers in your ears, singing the theme to the Brady Bunch at the top of your voice. You see, William Chapman tried to become president of the world. That may sound like a stupid idea, but in fact, William was the first person to try it.
A democracy is a government in which the people vote for what they want.
Normally in a documentary like this, you would learn about the focus person's childhood at this point. You see, William Chapman's childhood was a very traumatic one, in which
We interrupt this documentary to bring you a documentary already in progress.
single-handedly using only a spork. And that was William's traumatic childhood. Now, let us never speak of it again. William went to campaign in all parts of the world, promoting himself and attacking others. He created a media frenzy, appearing on the covers of all the greatest magazines. And the campaigns worked. People all over the world went to the polls. It was a difficult choice for the 3 people who actually voted. But they made their choices. William won the election with a landslide of 95% of the votes. He became a self-proclaimed ruler of the world.
The sentence that I'm speaking right now actually has nothing to do with this documentary.
Yeah, well, we need you to say something relevant. Did you know William personally?
Oh yes, he was one of my students. He was the best in his political philosophy class. He called me Professor Obvious, and I called him William. It was a thing we had.
But philosophy major or not, William was at the peak of his power. He didn't actually have any political power, but he took advantage of his fame. He had his own talk show, on which he only interviewed himself. Roll the clip. Hello, and welcome to the William Chapman Show. Now, please give a warm welcome to my returning guest, William Chapman. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, great to be here. Now, let's begin by asking you the question that's on everybody's mind. Why are you so awesome? Well, you're really asking 2 questions there. The first question is, why am I so hot? And the second question is, why am I so cool? The interviews were pretty much the same every day, until... And we're here again with William Chapman. Yes, I'm glad to be here again. Now, what is your opinion of the new iPod? So, you know what? I don't have to put up with this. No. You get up straight. Come on. We'll be right back. That was really weird.
It was slightly odd that he interviewed himself on television.
But you'd say it's obvious that William went insane.
No, it wasn't obvious, and believe me, I know a little something about the obvious. After all, my name is Professor Obvious.
Yes, we know you're Professor Obvious. Can't believe that guy ever got a PhD. Anyway, as if at the end of a bad movie, William just disappeared. The world was shocked. Kind of.
His disappearance might have been more shocking if he had actually done anything, or had any political power.
But one thing is clear. William was a man of genius, a man of mystery, a man of no significance.
William will always be forgotten for his non-achievements. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have locked myself out of my own house. Can't believe the stupid car. Stupid car.
Say, Johnny McNormal guy, I don't know what my lines are, but it doesn't matter because this is a silent movie. La-di-da-di-da-di-da.
Oh, are you really sure about how to make a time machine? Because this is not really my particular subject. I mean, after all...
And the campaigns worked. People all over the world went to the polls. Telephone polls, that is.
5, 4, 5...